Hi, I am sending this homework home this week. It's about multiplication. And so I just kind of wanted to go through the problems, the first problem, and show you the two different ways that I've taught the kids how to multiply in class. So in case they start doing it this way, you'll know. So this problem says, at the orchard, pickers filled 75 large baskets with peaches, and each basket holds 40 peaches. How many peaches did they pick all together? So how many peaches did they pick all together? You've got 75 large baskets, and then each, that's a really important word, each basket holds 40 peaches. So in my mind, I can see 75 large baskets, and inside each one is 40 peaches. And they want to know how many are all together. Well, I don't want to add 40 75 times. I would much rather multiply 75 times 40. So I'm going to show you how we do that. So the first way I've taught the kids is through the area model. So the problem is 75 times 40. So in the area model, we're going to take each number and we're going to break it apart into expanded form. So 75 breaks apart to 70 plus 5, and then 40 breaks apart into 40 plus 0. Now this really trips them up a lot when they're multiplying by that 0. Then we make a rectangle here, and I use the plus signs to make the lines. And so now I just kind of intersect the numbers and put that answer in the spot. So this is sometimes a problem for them. They are not sure exactly where to put the number. So we're going to multiply 40 times 70, and we're going to put it right in this box where they intersect. So as I teach multiples, I always teach them to multiply the whole number, and this is the strategy I've showed them. 7 times 4 is 28, and then I tell them to count the zeros. 1, 2, so that is 2,800. Then 40 times 5, 4 times 5 is 20, plus the 0, that's 200. And now 0 times 70, and anything times 0 is 0. So those are both going to be zeros. Now I tell them all the numbers in here you can add up together. So I'm going to have 2,800 plus 200, and then I can add it together for an answer of 3,000. So there's 3,000 peaches. Now that's the area model, okay? I've also taught them the standard algorithm, and the standard algorithm is probably what you were taught in school. So this one's probably going to look a lot more familiar to you. So it's 75 times 40, okay? So 0 times 5 is 0, 7 times 0 is 0. Then we add a 0 down here at the bottom because we're not multiplying by 4, we're multiplying by 40. 4 times 5 is 20, carry the 2. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 30. Add it together, 3,000. Now I've also taught them one more method that would work in this situation, and that's the multiples of 10. Okay, so in a problem like 75 times 40, I've taught them that you can just add this 0 and then multiply your whole numbers. So 75 times 4. So 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 2 is 30. And then you add this 0 here from the 40. And so you have an answer of 3,000. Okay. I'm going to show you one more with the area model and standard algorithm in a different problem without a 0. So let's do the area model for 67 times 83. Okay. So I break this down, 60 plus 7, 80 plus 3. I draw my rectangle. I use the plus signs to draw the lines, and then I multiply. 6 times 8 is 48. I count the zeros. It's 2. Then I do 80 times 7. 7 times 8 is 56, plus the 0. 3 times 6, 18, plus the 0 and 60. And then finally 3 times 7, which is 21. Then I take all these numbers and I add them together. Now when I add the numbers together, I always put them from greatest to least so that it's easier for me to line up the numbers. So I'm going to add these together. 8 and 2 is 10, plus 6 is 16. 8 and these 2 is 10, plus this 5 is 15. And 4 plus 1 is 5. So I have an answer of 5,561. All right, so now I'm going to show again in the standard algorithm. So I've got 67 times 83. So 3 times 7 is 21. Carry the 2. 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 2 more is 20. Now most of the kids can do this part very well. It's the second part that kind of trips them up. So I put my 0 placeholder because I'm multiplying by 80, not 8. 8 times 7 is 56. Carry the 5. Now, they're not really sure where to go. So I tell them you have to multiply this 8 by the 1s and the 10s. So 8 times 6 is 48. And 48 plus 5, what is 48 plus 5? Is 53. And then we add that together. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 6 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. So again, 5,561. So that is how we have been learning how to multiply in class. I hope this helps you and your student. Goodbye.